In today's Clone Podcast.
This is a pizza cutter.
I'm more of a Rathar guy, to be honest.
You could have exposed us.
About it all the time. It's getting a bit annoying.
Sith desperately need a woman's presence.
Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
All right. Everything's set for tomorrow's podcast. Let's call it a day.
Is he gone already?
I guess so.
My legs are killing me from all this hiding.
Oh, God, what's that horrible smell?
Was that you, Grievous?
That's disgusting.
How could it be me? I'm a cyborg.
I think it's the Count Dooku's rotting brain.
Shut up, Maul.
Hold on. I'll turn on the lights. Yeah, all clear.
So, Lord Sidious, why are we here today?
I'm also curious why we had to sneak into the most heavily guarded Republic planet.
Not that it was that difficult.
Welcome to Coruscant. Good morning, citizen. Name?
General Gravenos.
Okay, General. Welcome to Coruscant. Next.
Why the hell did you keep the General in your secret name? You could have exposed us.
It's the only title I have, and I'm not going to hide it just because we're in disguise.
Sir, doesn't he remind you of a General Grievous? Him? Don't be stupid. Grievous doesn't have a mustache.
We are here to film an episode of the Clone Podcast. And to celebrate the fact this series has reached the 10-episode mark, I have decided we should make it a Sith special.
So we infiltrated the Jedi Temple and risked kidnapping just for a podcast. Very responsible, Master. Very responsible.
And what do clones do when they have a podcast?
Well, first they play some games.
Oh, I love games.
That's why I prepare a few would-you-rather questions. First, would you rather smash a Wookiee or a Basilisk?
What the hell is wrong with you, Master?
Don't look at me. This was always part of the podcast.
Well, if I had to choose, I'd rather smash a basilisk.
Is it because you both have 4 arms?
And because I'm allergic to Wookiee fur.
Then we're on the same page. Grievous. I could only imagine what he could do with those 4 arms of his.
That's enough, Ventress. My pick is a Wookiee. They are much more elegant creatures, and have at least a decent manners.
For once, I agree with Dooku. Wookiees are just more handsome.
I always knew you tend to be very animalistic in behavior, Maul, but I didn't know it also pertains to your intimate side.
Shut up, Ventress.
Next question. Would you rather be stuck in an elevator with Jar Jar Binks for an hour, or have to navigate an asteroid field with C-3PO as your co-pilot?
I feel like you'd be fine with C-3PO as your co-pilot. You'd probably die of boredom, but still better than spending an hour with Jar Jar.
Agree.
I don't have a good relationship with Gungans. My choice is clear.
Jar Jar is really weird. I can't shake the feeling that he's up to something.
Jar Jar? He is harmless. But I have to admit, he's been acting strange lately. Like yesterday, he came into my office and started measuring everything as if he should move there. Jar Jar, why are you measuring my office?
Oh, just checking Palpy, making sure everything is in order. I cannot plan the coup and not be sure if I can fit my furniture into the office.
You are planning a what?
Oh, silly me! I wanted to say that I want to prepare you a soup.
Oh, really? That is so generous of you.
Great save, Jar Jar. Great save.
And the last question. Would you rather have a Rathar or a Rancor as a pet?
Who in their right mind would choose a Rathar as a pet? Rancors at least know how to behave.
I'm more of a Rathar guy, to be honest. They are much more fun to play with.
Much more fun to play with? They are waste disposal unit with tentacles, Dooku.
Then tell me why you'd prefer a Rancor when you're so smart, Maul.
They're loyal.
And they poop everywhere they want, unlike Rathars, which can at least use the litter.
Why do I feel like this is similar to cats versus dogs conversations?
I don't care anyway. Pets are just waste of time and money. If I ever had one, I would use it as target practice.
And somehow, I'm not surprised.
Okay, and what now?
Well, normally we would play a jingle and have a special guest coming, but since we don't have one, we can skip that.
I'll play the jingle anyway. Yeah, that's nice.
Who else but the senile Count Dooku? The Sith equivalent of a dusty holocron, still clinging to relevance like a Geonosian to its hive.
Don't you dare, Maul. I will not tolerate insults from a mere half of the Sith. Your arrogance is only matched by your incompetence.
All right, folks, enough. This is a podcast. We should discuss interesting topics and not just insult each other.
I have an idea. Who among us has the best lightsaber?
See? This is a great question.
Come on. Everybody knows I have the best one. What is more badass than double-bladed lightsaber?
Don't make me laugh, Maul. Your double-bladed lightsaber is like a desperate cry for attention. Are 2 blades really necessary, or is it just your way of saying, "Look at me, I'm twice as menacing"? Mine is much better in every way.
Sure, Dooku. However, your curved hilt is more like a Sith fancy walking stick. Maybe if you focused less on the aesthetics and more on actual combat, you would deal with Jedi long ago.
I have 4 words, Maul. Less twirling, more skill. That's how I operate.
Oh, your arguing is cute, but everyone knows I have the best lightsabers.
And why is that, assassin?
Because they combine the best of both of your lightsabers. They have a curved hilt for better combat abilities and can be folded into a double-bladed lightsaber. It's the most versatile one, and therefore the best.
The only thing it shows is your lack of fantasy.
Besides, the only reason I gave you such versatile weapons was to compensate for your lack of skill.
Good one, Dooku.
And what about my lightsaber? I'd say it's the fanciest and most luxurious of them all.
Lord Sidious, with all due respect, your lightsaber is as uninspiring as a Senate debate. Is it a Sith weapon or a ceremonial prop for your political theatrics?
Ventress, my lightsaber is a symbol of power and authority, while yours looks worse than the training props.
And you, Grievous?
Well, the question is, which one do I choose? I have all types of lightsabers. Blue, green. This one kills ghosts. This is a pizza cutter, a beer opener. And this one is a golf club.
Of course, Jedi Master Woods.
Wow, your lightsaber collection is more extensive than I expected.
Yeah, it's getting quite big.
I have to admit, the Jedi have a pretty nice council chambers. Which begs the question, why don't we have a Sith council as well?
If we make a Sith council, can I be on it?
You can be on the council, but we will not grant you the rank of the Sith.
What? How can you do this? This is outrageous. It's unfair. How can you be on a council and not be a Sith?
Take a seat, young Grievous.
Fine.
Besides, we cannot create a high council of our own, even if we wanted to. There shall be only 2 Sith, due to the rule of 2.
Oh yeah, that rule that is regularly violated.
I'm not saying it's an effective rule.
Well, more Siths around wouldn't hurt. Especially female ones.
And here we go again.
What? Sith desperately need a woman's presence in that boys' club of yours. We need someone to balance out all the testosterone-fueled aggression with a bit of rationality and common sense.
And you are truly a fountain of rationality and common sense, Ventress. From what I've seen, half the time you fight Jedi, you're just flirting. Maybe if you focused more on fighting, you'd actually defeat one.
And what's wrong with flirting? I think Sith should embrace their romantic side and start some galaxy-spanning love triangles of their own. After all, nothing fuels the dark side quite like heartbreak.
Poor men. With this approach, you won't find anyone, Ventress.
For your information, I'm currently dating a very handsome gentleman. I must admit, I had my doubts, but it seems we have a lot in common, like pale skin, bald head, and a love for the dark side.
I also feel a connection between us.
Are we going to your place or mine?
The question is not where, but when.
He took me to period of great Sith war. It was the most romantic date I have ever had.
But since we're all here, I'd like to take the opportunity to tell you a very interesting story.
Oh no.
Not this again!
It's the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Shocker.
Can we skip the tragedy this time? You have told us the story so many times that even the ghost of Plagueis is bored.
I don't know, man. I don't mind that you betrayed me. That's normal Sith behavior. But the fact that you keep talking about it all the time, it's getting a bit annoying.
Grievous, give me that anti-ghost lightsaber. Get out of here, Plagueis. You're breaking the law. Why do you hate it so much? It's such a great story.
Maybe the first time around, but it's just not interesting anymore.
The only reason you keep telling it is because it's about you.
If only to us. I have seen him telling the story to a postman.
May I ask you, did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? I thought not. It's not a story the Jedi would tell you.
I have heard he quit his job after that.
And with this, we will end today's episode, our dear viewers. Please give it a like and subscribe to this channel where you can find new videos like this every single week. See you soon, and as always, for the Republic.